Live.
Nothing's wrong with that.
We'll
Yeah.
do it live, and we are live. So
Determined.
welcome, listeners, if there are any, which I doubt there are.
to
But
to
welcome
whatever podcast this is.
to whatever this is. We don't have a name for it yet, but I am Lutar, keeper of the Tendies. I am joined by Mulehead. Well, I'll let y'all introduce yourselves.
I am Mulehead for all things.
I'm just
I don't know.
I'm just here. I'm average John. I'm just here.
Fantastic. So this is a I don't know if you can call it a podcast. It's basically just three guys going to be rambling. The idea is I'll be setting a timer, and our goal is to use up the timer, and however much we ramble and go off track, there's no structure, there's no coherency to it. It's a waste of time for you to listen to this. So do not listen to this. But if you do, God help you. So, do we want to go for this first episode, guys? 30 minutes, 45, or an hour? Oh, let's not do an hour.
Let's do 30. Let's do 30.
Okay, start with 30. I'm setting
Ooh,
my
that's loud.
timer.
That, that's loud.
Really?
No, you don't. That's very harsh on my.
Huh, okay. I just started the timer. 30 minutes. Let's go. So,
How was everyone's day?
fantastic. So today,
Not,
what?
no, you don't get to have a fantastic day
Why don't I get to have a fantastic day?
because the Big Ten canceled football.
They officially canceled it?
Oh no. Not
That's the room.
again.
Well, see, it's like rumored that they did, and then it's like rumored they didn't.
Well,
I
But
didn't.
the rumor,
you just said they did.
didn't. Right, so it became like super official, almost all but official, like around lunch, and then Trump started saying we need to save football, and then it started. I could see inklings. I haven't been able to confirm this, but it was inklings like it was more of a TBD, to be decided.
So, is it canceled?
Who knows?
Well, you just said it was.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. That's what I'm going on. It
I
is
hope
canceled.
not. I was gonna go to a Penn State game this fall. I really don't want Big Ten to be canceled. I've
Well,
already got
Nebraska.
the virus, man. I'm clear. I'm good to go.
well, I guess
No,
if I was a betting man, I'd say they cancel it just because so many people seem to be wimps about it.
yeah, Nebraska says they're going to play. Period.
I mean, look at Average John. That's this strapping young man. He survived the virus. He survived the plague. So if he can do it,
Well,
then the football players can.
I
The
was.
interesting fact about today, or actually yesterday, I went to work and I told my manager that about COVID, and I said, "Do I need to send my results into HR so they can give me that nice 2 weeks vacation, paid vacation they owe me?" And he went into the office, called the real boss man, the top ham honcho, and they told me, "Go home. What are you even doing here?" I said, "But I don't have any symptoms." He said, "We don't care. You had a positive test. Get out of here." So I got to keep that work.
All right.
So when can you return?
14th, so I got a few days, but I still I hated being at home. Let me tell you, quarantine not fun. The virus not too bad. Quarantine though, that's rough. You know.
Yeah, it's at first it was well, at first it was like kind of cool being out from school, but also not cool being out from school, you know,
Yeah.
because you're missing college. But yeah, I'm ready for things to start back.
Oh yeah. I'm so sad to hear about Big Ten, man. Penn State all the way. I'm sad to hear that we not be able not might not be able to play.
Yeah, I saw something interesting in the college football Reddit threads saying there's some like some players are starting to have like myocarditis
What
after
is
they
that?
recovered.
What is that?
It's basically it's an inflamed heart.
Really?
Ooh, not sound
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it's not good. And from the quick things I saw, it's not curable.
Wait, like it's a permanently inflamed heart?
Yeah, and from what I saw, like the kind of like the Mayo Clinic website page for it didn't say anything about treatment.
Now, I've heard that some of the long-term effects of the Kung flu is similar to the kind of long-term effects you can get from influenza.
Oh Lord.
Like, like people talk about kidney
As if it
damage or
wasn't
heart
bad.
damage or stuff. I've heard that influenza does the same thing. Like it's not unheard of.
All I could
I
talk
mean,
about is my personal experience. My family member of mine who has had it, he talks about how he feels different now that he's over it. Like his taste, his mind, his energy, it's just all out of whack after recovering from this. Although he had it way worse than I did.
Is your
But
heart,
it long term,
Jonathan?
you
I
know,
mean, I mean, average John, is your heart inflamed?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I hope not.
Are you one of them? The infected?
All I know, after I felt better, I did notice a change in sleep patterns, but that's about it. But also, I think that's because I've been spending a lot of time awake late at night playing video games.
Okay, well that's not good for your health.
No, it's not. But boys, you guys do not know the riches I've made at 2 a.m. in Animal Crossing, thanks to a little website called Nookazon. It's like the Amazon, but for Animal Crossing.
Goodness. You know,
Yo,
sleep is very important for long-term health.
yes, it is, but so is playing video games a lot of fun.
So
you
Especially
got
since
a
I
point.
Twitch,
you're
I got
trading long-term health for short-term entertainment?
every day,
Live in the moment. Live
every
for
day.
the
If there,
moment.
Unashamedly.
unashamedly, if only I could get a watch that would tell me how long I have left to live in just every day, just see that thing tick down little by little because of some poor choices. Not
Pretty
many
sure
poor,
that's
just that one.
pretty sure that's the normal watch. You just don't know when it's ending.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Speaking of watch, I've lost my watch. I've lost my Apple Watch. So I'll put a
You've lost your
$500.
Apple Watch? How do you
Yes,
lose an Apple Watch?
I don't know because once it's dead, you can't find it on Find My iPhone. So it's kind of just gone.
So you're telling me you've been quarantined in your house and you lost your watch?
Yeah, don't ask me how I did it either.
I mean,
I've looked
if you
high
came to
and
me
low.
and said, look, I was doing some deep sea diving, I was at the beach all week, and I lost my watch, you'd be like, okay, I understand. When you're in quarantine and you spend your entire days in your house and then you lose your watch, like, dude.
Here's the problem though. I don't know when I lost it. That's the scary bit. This isn't like I woke up one day, I go to look at my nightstand and it's not there. It's more when I first got the watch in December, it was really helpful. It was a cool gadget. As the semester went on in the spring, it was a cool gadget. I wore it almost every day to classes. And then once I hit quarantine, time started going on where I just didn't really care for my watch. I didn't charge it up as much. I didn't put it on as much. So one day I wake up and go, I probably should start using that watch again. It's really, it's expensive. It's a good gadget. It helps me wake up on time. And I look around and I go, I don't know where it is. And I start looking for it and I can't find it. And I go, I just plumb lost my watch. It's just plumb gone. I don't know how either. You're right. I don't really go anywhere. I've been to your home. I've been to other people's homes, but it's done gone. I think it was stolen by a family member. That's where I'm at in my investigations.
Really? You're
Yes.
you're pointing the finger at your own family.
When you have a person in your family that steals and lies to your face, I think you have to look at your family. Start, who's the real person that did lost the thing? Was it me or was it someone else?
Now, see, I went the route of I wanted something to track my steps and my heart rate and stuff, but I didn't want to get something that was expensive enough that I fretted about it. So I just got a really cheap fitness band that's like made by some off-brand Chinese company, and it was like $30. So if I lose it, it's like, ah, bummer, but it's okay.
So I'm hearing is you're supporting the Chinese now. You're
Yep,
becoming
that's what I heard.
by buying Chinese products.
Well, the virus had already hit, so I didn't subsidize the virus. So,
Yeah,
you
but
know.
well, I mean, you subsidize them making it.
No, it was already made. It was out by the time I got this.
There's
Mm.
no way. There's no way you can spin this where you don't support.
What you have to say is, I love the president of China, and he is my best friend because you bought this watch. I'm sorry, that's what you have to say because you bought a Chinese product. It's on your wrist.
Xi Zhang,
Xi
Winnie the
Jinping, come
Pooh.
on, man. He's your best bud now.
Xi Zhang the Pooh. If you're
Xi
listening to
Jinping.
this. How did Winnie the Pooh become a symbol of rebellion in China? Explain that to me. I don't
Uh,
understand. I mean, it's awesome. I just don't get it.
Who
his
knows?
likeness, I guess. They look similar in some way, I assume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could get that.
they do.
Maybe they both like honey. You don't know.
Decent chance.
Oh, it's weird how American symbols like just get used internationally. I think Winnie the Pooh's one of them. I'm trying to think. There's another American character that, like, in foreign countries, has just become very popular.
Well, the Hong Kong protesters fly American flags. That's cool.
Yeah, freedom and whatnot. I'm more thinking of just like I know
You mean
a
like
few
pop
stories.
culture stuff?
Yeah, like pop culture stuff. Like I know in Mexico, Marilyn Monroe has like a popularity for some reason. I mean, she
What?
was a pretty lady. I, I, I don't know. We output a lot of cultural pop culture stuff.
Yeah, we're by far the dominant
Mhm. That's
pop
like
culture
that's like a
entity.
Although, if time
that's,
goes on and we just let it happen, K-pop and Korea might take over with pop culture. If you let that K-pop fester.
That'll be the day I will rise up in the streets before I let K-pop become the dominant force
sorry, but
culture.
you'd be surprised how much people are into it.
Mm, dude, K-pop
You're
is.
talking. You're talking to a fan.
It's kind of
What?
I've told you
bro.
this before, man. I've played
I've
K-pop for you. Don't
forgotten
act.
this. I remember that
Cool.
time. Yes, put that.
You guys think
Mm,
I was crazy. What's so wrong with Korean pop, man? Let's get into this debate. What's wrong with Korean pop? Change my mind.
it
Nothing's wrong with
is.
it.
It is disgustingly feminine.
And what's
That's
wrong with femininity, my dude?
femininity is fine for females. As a dude, that's
It's wrong.
no, it's not wrong. It's just in the words of that meme. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you got to be pretty. I am pretty masculine in my own way, but I think it's alright to be a little feminine and still be able to call myself masculine in some ways. That's just me.
I'm hearing a lot of qualifiers in that sentence. I heard a lot of in some ways, kinda, well, yeah.
Uh, I don't know. That's just I think that dudes who think that femininity is just icky and gross are very insecure about their masculinity to not be able to admit maybe like some feminine
Well,
things, and it's not that big a deal. And K-pop's my definite feminine thing. You come in my bedroom, you're gonna find 3 or 4 K-pop posters,
yeah,
and
we
I
Are
just
just
you,
need to drop.
know about it.
Let's just
No,
drop it
man.
right
I'm
there.
getting
Let's just drop
uncomfortable
it right
right
there.
now. I'm getting straight up uncomfortable. K-pop posters.
I mean, there's only one poster in my room that I'm ashamed of, and it's a Fortnite poster, and it's because my friend got it to me as a joke.
Okay, yeah, I'd be ashamed of that one too.
That's the only one I'm ashamed of. The K-pop, the BoJack Horseman, the all this other posters I got. My pride flag, good sir. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of my feminine side. No sirree. It's there and it's there to stay. At least until I hit my 30s, and then probably it's gonna go away for a little while.
We can stay there, far away from me. That'll be fine.
No, don't worry. One day I'll come see you in a nice skirt, and we'll have a good talk.
You do that, and the door will be locked. You think I'm joking, but That is a line that cannot be crossed.
I mean, I know a guy who wears kilts when he goes to class, and I do
Kilts
not.
are entirely different. Kilts.
Oh, different now.
Yes, they are. They have a heritage in Scotland.
They are man dresses, and trying to say they're anything other than that is you being in denial, my good sir.
They are not dresses. There is a distinct difference.
We are spending way too much time on.
No. We need to fill up this 30 minutes, and I love the discussion.
Well, we could fill up the 30
feminine
minutes in a
versus-
different way. That'd be fine on my part.
I would love to hear how icky Mr. Lutar thinks of my K-pop posters. They're girl groups, by the way. They're not guy groups, so at least you can give me that.
Okay, I'll give
okay.
you that.
Well, I'll give you that. That's different. That's like, okay, that's different.
But
You know.
would it make it worse that they're wearing pastel colors and it's a very pastel poster?
No, nothing wrong with pastel. Pastel's fine.
Okay. I thought I'd get you in that one. I thought I pulled a fast one on you.
No. I'm too smart for that one. See, that one doesn't conflict. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. We should just have like a conversation dice, and when things just get twist and turn, we just roll the dice and move on. That would be an amazing invention.
That would be.
Oh,
good idea.
sure. I'll get one of those, and 4 for the 5 sides will be K-pop related. Just groups I can rant to you about and how awesome they.
That would be terrible.
Although the 5th side is going to be politics, because I can go all night long about politics.
Oh yeah, we'd be here for weeks nonstop.
Yeah.
If we started on politics.
Good news is the next podcast we can do that because we have plenty of time and plenty of episodes, and politics can fill up every one of them because we differ, and that's great. That's just
indeed. Speaking of that, I suppose this should have its own channel, don't y'all think? Because I'm starting up a channel, but I feel like this should have its own rather than just. Yeah. What do y'all think?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Wait, did we come up with a name?
No, we
didn't come up with a name.
No, we didn't.
Well, we've got 14 minutes left. That might be enough time to come up with a name.
Hey, audience that doesn't exist, what should our name be?
Yes, put it in the comments what our name should be, if you have one.
Let the first person they get to pick, so make it good.
Oh, wait. You're just granting them the right without any sort of approval on our end? That's risky.
Well, okay, first one that we like.
Wait, I got an idea. I will Google podcast name generator. I'm starting to kind of hate the word podcast, though, because you hear it so much. So I feel like we should come up with a abstract name that doesn't include the word podcast. Because, man, you know what I mean?
Speaking, I don't know.
It's either podcast or put host's name here show.
Show's kind of iffy too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the Paul Finbaum show, the Sean Hannity show, the Rachel Maddow show, so and so show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a podcast name generator. You have to enter a keyword for it to generate off of, like a seed. Y'all got any ideas? Just any word, a random word. It could be.
Word salad?
What?
Random.
Random?
Random, I guess.
Random. Okay. Let's see what we come up with. Generate and. Okay, this just adds another word onto the random. That's not cool. We need an actual random. Go away, GoDaddy. I don't want a website.
GoDaddy.com bowl.
Maybe that's what we need too. Maybe go to GoDaddy, get a domain, and the first domain it gets you, like just a random domain, that's what we do. And we'll pick that website, and that'll be our, hosting website. There's an idea.
I know. Business name generator. And then just see what that does. Let's see. Let's see. Type in random again. Generate name. I truly feel sorry for anyone listening to this, because this is just terrible entertainment. It's not even entertainment.
What'd I say, man? K-pop. Let me tell you
Mm,
about my groups. I mean, it's at least a topic. It's better than just sitting here going, what should we call ourselves? Let me look at the random name generator. Let me
I
just
would
let
rather
the.
look at a random name generator than K-pop.
How about Chinese pop? I mean, I got a little bit of
Is that a
experience on
thing?
that too.
Isn't that just
Do you think
common
that we're the
music?
only country that has pop music? We're not the only country, man.
There's J Rock. J Rock's pretty good.
J rap. Oh my gosh.
I haven't
Let
listened
K
to
or
J
K
Rap.
rap. I mean, Asian countries make music too. We're not the only ones with instruments in the world. I hope everyone knows that.
Wait, what?
Everyone has songs. We're
What?
not the generator of songs.
What are you talking about? Everything comes from America. Everything good. If
I
it's
just
if
find it
it's
so funny.
bad, it's foreign. I guarantee you.
I find it funny that that actually was my opinion for most of my life in high school and in college. That the only thing that really matters in the world is what comes out of the U.S. and what we do. And it's not until you get to college you realize there's more cultures than just our culture, and there's more places and music and just everything is out there. And I think that more people need to be raised knowing that it's not just us in the world. We're important, but we're not the only people in the world. I know people who are into French music, and I never
Ooh, I
understood it until
love French music. You mean like the accordion cafe music?
kinda. Yeah, I mean, I guess
That
I
sounds
I
like a
know that's
no.
your thing. I know that's your thing.
You know what?
What?
You cut out there.
Oh, okay. What?
You said that's something.
Yeah, that's something. That's all I said.
What was that?
That was my phone vibrating.
Okay, it sounded like someone went, hmm.
It did
Because
sound
every
like
time I
that.
come to my apartment, someone checks my Snap, and Snapchat has it where you can see where people's locations are. And every time I come to my apartment, they see that I'm back at my apartment, and they text me like, "Hey, want to hang out?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I'm
Stalker.
here not for you. I'm here for me."
Okay, here's some random ones. Ready? Moon Report. Uh,
No,
Frost Night. What kind of what? Uh, Dreamy Chronicles. Alternate Myths. What is this?
This is not a
Oh, this
Bigfoot
is
podcast,
fantasy name generators. That's
bro.
not
why
it.
doing this to us, man? Why are you looking up these terrible generators?
Oh, here's a website with like a bajillion different categories of generators. That's cool.
Oh my! I
Uh,
mean, it is cool.
what? Typhoon, six shooter of the Cataclysm. What would you use that for? Is this for like a D&D?
I was about to say it sounds like a D&D campaign.
Pistol name generator.
Pistol name generator.
Yes. It's
In
generating
case you need
Okay.
to,
what?
in case you need to name your pistol something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ever name your guns? Because I know you two own guns.
Indeed. Did you see that video I posted on Instagram of Speed disassembling and reassembling that handgun?
Yeah, that was a good Fourth of July video. I like that. That's a good way to celebrate our country's founding.
You got that right. America.
I wish I could have tried it. Next time I come see you guys, I definitely want to try that. Disassemble and reassemble a gun.
Sure, I can teach you. Let's see, what kind of other generators do we have?
Just so you know, from now on, my new joke with you,
Mm-hmm.
good sir, is K-pop groups. That's my new thing with you. Because
The
now I know it irks you. I'm gonna poke that. I'm gonna poke that red spot with you all the time now.
a, a breath of fresh nothing.
A breath of
That's a
fresh
good one.
nothing.
I do like
Yep.
that one. Because this podcast feels like a breath of fresh nothing. It feels like
So it's like breaking wind.
probably.
I don't think I mentioned anything like that, but yeah, okay. Or just stale air.
Stale air. Hey, that's interesting.
That is
I
interesting.
could go with stale air. Is
I I vote yes.
Hey, Mulehead, do a quick search and make sure there's no stale air out there.
Oh, there's still air out there.
Oh, there's definitely out there. I just mean,
No,
It's
the
in
only
the
thing that
world.
comes up, the only thing comes up is some sort of weird synthetic revenge, the Magnus, some sort of book.
so no shows or anything called stale air.
Nope. The only thing is like an airtime podcast, Apple podcast.
There's an episode of a podcast called A Breath of Stale Air, but there's no stale air podcast. Sweet. So do we want to go with stale air? Just stale air.
Yes, sir, we do.
Sweet. So this is stale air episode 1. Nice.
How much time we have left?
We have 5 minutes and 38 seconds.
36.
No,
35.
33.
34.
Oh,
Moving faster than y'all think. Well, I see where Mike Tyson is fighting in about a month from now. An exhibition fight. That's going to be
It's-
fun to watch.
it's weird, but I'm actually sad that he's fighting again.
Really?
About never fighting again, and how, you know, he had problems with his childhood being raised as a fighter. I think it was on the Joe Rogan podcast, he mentioned that, you know, I don't want to fight again, I don't want my ego to get in the way, because that was like a big thing for him. And I don't know what pushed him to do it again, but
Well,
I mean, it's a good thing to see,
from what
but still.
From what I understand, it's like an exhibition fight. They're going to use oversized gloves so that they're not aiming for a KO. It's just for the show.
Okay, so
So-
he's not like competitively fighting.
Yeah, I don't know
Plus
if he's
he's like-
planning to in the future. He may be planning a return, but I know this particular fight is just like a one-off exhibition.
Well, he's
There's-
like, what?
No way he goes back to the way he used to be. It's
Yeah,
been
he's
way
like,
too.
What, 65?
No, he's in his 50s, isn't he? Hold on, I'll look it up. I'll be the Jamie.
There you
Mike
go.
Tyson age.
Jamie, pull that up.
He's 54.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I saw
Well,
a
he could-
video of him recently training. Goodness, that dude could legit kill the three of us without even breaking a sweat.
Well, I'm sure. No, I mean, even the lowest fighter, Ben Askren in UFC, could beat our tail.
Have y'all ever seen Mike Tyson's workout regime in his prime?
No.
No.
He would not use weights. He did 100% calisthenics.
Yep.
But this is what he would do. He would wake up at 4 a.m. and he would go on a 5-mile jog. And then he would come back home, a 3 to 5 mile jog. He'd come back home, sleep, wake up, have breakfast, and then he would spar, practice boxing for like 10 to 12 rounds. Then he would do his workouts. This is his workouts. 500 dips, which do you know what dips are?
I believe so, but do re-inform me.
Okay, so dips are like there's two parallel bars. You grab onto them, and then you let yourself down, and then push yourself back up with those
Oh.
bars.
No. No.
He did 500 of those, 500 push-ups, 500 shoulder shrugs, which is where you literally just shrug, 2,000 sit-ups, and then 30 minutes of neck bridges. Now, to be fair, he did this stretched out throughout the day. He didn't do it all at one time, but still, that's an insane training regime.
Well, he had to be the greatest in the world, and it's kind of what got him there, I would assume.
It's interesting. I read a hypothetical matchup between Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, and the biggest difference between the two, or one of the biggest differences, is Tyson is actually pretty short for a heavyweight. He's like 5'11", and he's got a relatively short reach, so he's got to get really up close to his opponents in order to get a hit in, because otherwise they can just beat him on the reach and, hit him with their longer arms. So he developed a super what's the word? He would get to his head to bob and wave a lot, where he was really hard to hit because he had to come in close.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's how when I had to when I boxed when I went to the gym and boxed. They told me because I'm so short, my arms are so short. I whenever I box, I got to get right up to their chest. That's what they told me. Every person I boxed with, sparred with, they said, "Look, you got to get right up my chest to get me." And I was like, "I know, I never did, but
hey, you
that's
you
what
and
it
me will have to go at it sometime. I'm gonna try out boxing this semester,
happened."
self-defense
Yes,
boxing.
I
So
got a pair of mouth guards you can use and a headpiece.
sweet. And
That should be fun.
I figure, if I do a couple, how many lessons did you wind up doing?
None. I was self-trained. Lessons. I went to the gym and sparred with other people and took lessons from other boxers. So I wouldn't say I had any lessons. Just was given advice.
Okay, so if I have like a couple lessons under my belt, we should be relatively equal, I would think.
Oh yeah, especially since you'll probably have more practice than me. Since I don't know if I want to get back into the gym. If I do, it's gonna be like just doing workouts, not boxing.
Mm-hmm.
But I will definitely open up my pair of gloves and put them back on to box you, man.
That
That'd
would
be a
be
fun.
fun. What was the timer?
I figured that was coming.
Mulehead can be our referee.
I
That would be amazing. I could put it on my channel too.
Oh, that's gonna be
Lutar
fun.
versus Average John in a head-to-head 8-round match. That would be amazing.
Well, I'm sorry, you're going down.
Oh no!
First round.
Oh no! You're going down. What I'll do to guarantee success, I'll just follow Mike Tyson's workout regime from now on. Boom,
Oh
victory
yeah,
achieved.
yeah. I love that.
All right. Well, we've filled up 30 minutes. Do y'all have any closing remarks before we end this crap show?
That is 100% a crap show, and it will continue to be that way.
Remember to have your pet spayed or neutered.
Probably the only piece of useful advice in this entire show. All right, guys. Well, it has been a blast.
And on that disappointing bombshell.
It has been a blast. And thank you all for listening. We will be back next week with more Stale Air. This has been a public broadcasting of Stale Air. Thank you for joining us. This show has only been possible due to contributions from people like you. Thank you.